Hi everyone and welcome to this class. I've been fasting for 65 hours now, so I'm a bit lightheaded and almost weak. So let's think of this as a short class for the days when you don't feel like training at all. And the plan is to make it as a preparation for your meditation session. So we just start by sitting up tall on something. Open your hands, you can point your fingers together, your thumb and pointy finger if you like. Just relax and lengthen your spine, bring back your shoulders a bit, and your cheek. And just take a few seconds here where you balance your head so you really find the middle point where the weight of your skull rests gently on your spine. Just take a minute here and notice your breathing pattern, your thoughts, and how your body feels. Now gently open your eyes, and we'll start this short class with a warm-up for the whole body. And I think we should start from the bottom today. So we start with our feet and just massage them in any way, in any creative way. So just do what you like with your feet. Move in every possible direction. Use your thumb tip and really squeeze between the bones in your feet. As I might have said before, I'm doing a really slow class today because I'm trying out fasting again. So I feel a little bit interestingly lightheaded and with heightened senses, but a bit weak as I haven't eaten for like 65 hours. Just had water and salt. I find it quite interesting. I don't do fasting much, but a few times a year. And I like the idea of not having to be forced to eat food every day. And the benefits when the body starts healing by basically eating junk cells and using the original blueprint for different parts of the body. So what I have learned is that the first few hours you burn glucose, the sugar in the liver. And that takes about 8-10 hours, I guess. And then 15-25 hours you start burning fat. And fat is changed to ketones. that fuels the brain. So instead of being sugar driven, the body starts using ketones for the ATP, the energy for the mitochondria. And then you empty your stool completely, and you feel a bit light. You might have a small headache, feel a bit light-headed. So you need to drink a lot and add salt. And if you're not used to fasting, you should just start by skipping breakfast for half a year, I guess. And eat more fat so your body learns how to burn fat. So drinking a lot, and then you feel a bit light after 30 hours. You can have headache. You shouldn't really train hard. So you need to have time, perhaps have not too much work or exercise planned in. And then the regular saying is that you should stop at 72 to 80 hours something, because then the body usually starts burning muscle, breaking down muscle mass to fuel the important parts like the brain and the heart and everything. So if you're not obese or under really strict medical care, you should only do a few days. And the real benefit is the last hours there, between 40 and 75, 80 hours, when the body really gets into a state of repair, and you almost get heightened senses. And I've been thinking if that's like a security measure. If we were hungry 20,000 years ago, we really needed our senses and hearing and sight and everything to be able to hunt and really survive. So I think it can be a survival mechanism that the body really gears up all the energy and really starts rebuilding and heighten the senses and clear out junk and prepare for the final battle if the food never turns up again. Okay, enough of fasting. Be careful if you try it. So now we have massaged our feet. Let's do something simple and easy, like from Chinese medicine. Just hitting the muscle parts of the legs. And you can massage it as well. Any way we move the body moves lymphatic fluid. And we really need movement to pump our blood, to pump our fluid. I don't even believe that the heart is a pump, because you can imagine if you were to manufacture a pump with that capacity to circulate that amount of blood into those tiny blood vessels like in your fingertips. The pressure on just the heart would be immense. So I think the heart pumps, but as well as pumping, it keeps the timing. And I think our body is more like an electric system. I don't know the English word really, but capillary forces. When you can like draw up water through a fiber. So I think we have an electrical system as well that runs our blood system. So we continue to massage the legs. We do some Kundalini frogs to warm up the legs. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe Breathe in. And you can stay here. Point your feet straight and just lengthen your back here. Put your hands on your knees and slowly come up to standing. Okay, we warmed up our legs a bit. And we'll continue to warm up the legs by just bending them and coming down like in a horse stance. So just relax here with tight legs. Or just a bit so you feel like the leg starts to burn a bit. Okay, this is a really slow exercise video for the days when you really don't feel like moving at all. We move up to the hips and do some small circles from side to side. Bend your knees a bit, widen your stance. You can try to do a figure of 8. It's not really easy. It doesn't matter what it looks like, it's just to move your hips a bit so you get some warmth and circulation in that area as well. So any of it works. Okay, we come up here to the stomach and back. So if it feels okay for you, you can do slight turns like this. And stop if you feel a bit pain in your lower back. And stop in the middle. We'll go over to shoulders. Just roll your hands backwards and forward. And we bend our knees again and just slowly, with relaxed hands, let them hit the body so we warm up the middle part a bit more. Okay, stop in the middle, we go over to our neck, just slide rolling, really careful. And switch side. Stop in the middle. Now massage your whole head, your face, your ears, your neck. You can tap your head. Just slightly. And we can finish off with your hands. Do any kind of movement with your fingers. Okay, shake it out. You can shake the whole body a bit. Come down and squat and Just take a moment to regain your breathing pattern. Think a bit about if you have warmed up your whole body or if you have forgotten some part. I think we've done a bit of everything. So if your whole body feels a bit warm and loose and not tense anywhere, you can do some final relaxed movements in any way. Anyway, it doesn't matter what it looks like. Keep your body moving. And your shoulders. Okay. I feel fine. Quite warm. And now the body is warm. The next step is pranayama. Energy regulation. And as the 8 steps goes from the external to the internal, after asana movement comes the energy regulation through breath and pranayama. And it's quite logic because the breath is sort of in between the physical, like the muscles and the bones, and the spiritual or the senses or the things we cannot see or touch or smell. But the breath is somewhere in between. You can still feel it's semi-physical, like a gas, the air we breathe. So we can start by doing some Kapalabhati, where we focus on the inhale and let the exhale come naturally. So let the stomach pump in any tempo you prefer. And when we focus on the inhale, it's a bit energizing for the body. I feel the pulse go up, get some warmth in the body, and the heart beats harder and faster. So just a little bit to get some energy in the breathing mechanism. And we'll finish off with a few deep, slow breaths. You can breathe out through your mouth and really do them long and deep. If you squeeze your lips together, it takes longer time for the exhale, and that relaxes us a bit. When we focus on the exhale, it activates the rest and digests part of our nervous system. You can start to do it slower and slower. And perhaps switch to breathing out through the nose as well. Okay, now I feel I have full access to my breathing. The body is warm and don't disturb me. So it's time for our meditation practice. You can sit on a stool or even stand. It's usually not recommended laying down because it's easy to fall asleep. And you can have your heel under your perineum, or what's it called in Latin? And perhaps something under your bum to get your knees under your hips so you can easier have a straight spine. So now we take 5, 10, 15 minutes just being still with a straight spine, and you can concentrate on a spot between the eyebrows, the third eye, and your breathing, or if you're used to using a mantra, or you can think I am breathing, breathe out, breathe out. And then you start noticing your thoughts, and you start thinking about what you're going to eat, or what you're going to do tomorrow. Why did he say that, or she say that? And every time you find yourself strolling away, you come back to focus on your breathing and your focus point inside your head with your eyes closed here. So the thoughts don't stop, but we stop noticing them and paying attention to them. So a few descriptions I've heard, it's like you're sinking in the sea and you watch the waves and you're close to the surface, the waves are big, and then you go deeper and deeper and deeper. The waves are still there, they're still as big, but you notice them less and less and less. And some days you come so deep so they almost become still. You almost forget that you have thoughts. Or another description I've heard is like if you are on a grassland and you see cows, a few cows inside some fencing. You see 5 cows and you try to expand the fencing. So the plot of land, these 5 cows, grass, becomes larger and larger and larger and larger. The cows are still there, 5 cows are still grassing, but the plot of land got so big, so the cows disappeared and you don't pay any attention to them anymore. So anyway, meditation is just a practice. We will never be perfect, but it's a good way of learning how to concentrate and focus. And just pure stillness is very beneficial for our nervous system. We de-stress, our body starts to digest food and repair the body. When we are in a really relaxed state, the muscle repair starts to begin. So it's very beneficial, even those days when the mind is racing and you struggle to keep still. It's still a good practice. And there's no gold medal waiting for anything. Observe or do not observe. So just make it a habit. A few times a day, in the morning and in the evening. Sit for a few minutes, and some days it will feel really nice, and some days you will be struggling. But just remember that it's always beneficial. Okay. So now shut up And we'll try together. Perhaps move your legs if you all feel a bit hard to have them crossed. Move your shoulders. Choose if you want your hands down or hands up. Some kind of mudra. Make your spine really tall and straight. And let the practice begin. Thank you for watching. And good luck. We all need it. I told you I was supposed to shut up, but I just remembered a meditation manual that suggested that you keep a light smile, like on all those statues of people in meditation you have seen. A light smile might help you relax and feel good as well. That's your goal. Okay. Now I'll shut up. Take care.